Hello and welcome to the Rose Etude series. Today we're going to look at the Rose Etude number 21. So first, let's look at the score. Key signature, A major. So we have F sharp, C sharp and G sharp. Tempo, andante cantabile. So good tempo will be quarter note equal 80. Time signature, C or 4/4. So we have 4 quarter notes per measure. Dynamics, piano to forte. Articulation, mainly slurs. Breath marks, some are already written, so use it. Type of etude, it's a lyrical etude. So how to practice this etude? Practice slowly. First, subdivide 8 notes equal 80 will be a good tempo in metronome to start, and then make your way up to 120. Then try to play it at quarter note equal 60, and make your way up to 80. Practice one melodic line at a time from one breath mark to another. Don't move on to the next line until notes, rhythm, dynamics, and articulation are controlled. Make music. Think of what an opera singer would do with this line. You can try to sing it too. When the 2 first lines are controlled, put them together. Then work on the 3rd line and add it to the 2 previous lines, and so on. So a few tips before we start practicing this etude. So let's look at measure 3. Here we have a grace note. Okay, so just like we've seen before. Next measure, measure 6. So here we have pretty much an F sharp that is coming after that E sharp, which is an F. And you could do like that, but it's better to use the chromatic finger with the 4th finger. So I'll show it slowly. Next measure, measure 7. So here one thing, we have an F double sharp, it's called a G, okay, it's like a G. And then we have a D sharp, so we're going to have to take the C sharp before on the left. Okay, so I'll play it. Next measure, measure 17. Here, chromatic scale. So if you don't know your chromatic scale yet, look at my video on the chromatic scale. Here we have a chromatic scale, starts on E sharp. E sharp, it's an F, and then finish on a C sharp. So I'll play it. Next measure, measure 20, we have a group pedal, okay? So here we have to go up and down around the A. So we're going to go up to B and down to G sharp. We could do it the regular way, the B. So pretty much the regular finger, or you can do it here. So it's not as great, obviously the sound and the, like tuning the pitch is not as great, but when you go fast, it's a good option. So that works pretty well. If you do it, it's great too. It's up to you. I think it's important to use those ones because they become very useful, and if you always do the regular fingerings, then when you have to use those side keys, you're not always as good at it. Okay, so I think here it's a good option. I like to do it like that on the side. Another measure, measure 21. So here we have a D sharp on the right, so the C sharp before on the left, like we've seen before. So I'll play it. Alright, next measure, measure 22. So here a lot is happening because of those D sharp that have to be on the right. Okay, so we have D sharp on the right and C sharp on the left. B will be on the right. C or B sharp pretty much will be on the left. Then D sharp again on the right because here no option, and then C sharp on the left. So it's going to be a lot of right, left, right, left, right, which is normal for clarinet playing. So I'll play it once. Okay, so it's just a lot of side. One last time. Alright, next measure, measure 23. Here we have trills. Okay, and we have little ending of the trill. So I'll play it. here was just not really the right rhythm, but it was just to show you. So we always trigger to F sharp because we have an F sharp in the key signature. So that's just going to be your trill. You kind of have to do it exactly the same way, so you can choose to do 2 trills. For example, and then you do the same. So I'll play. So just practice a little bit, just the trill, and then you add the ending of the trill. Measure 24. Here we have a D sharp on the right, so C sharp on the left, like we've seen. So then measure 25. Here we have trills on G sharp. Okay, so it's up to you. You can trill lifting both or just lifting the 4th finger on the left hand. It's up to you. Personally, I like to lift both. Okay, and then you have that F double sharp, so it's a G. Okay, and then after you're going to do an A, and then you're going to have the little notes. The grace note is a G sharp. So I'll play the whole thing. Then measure 31. 31 we have a gruppetto. So here, same thing, we go up and down around C sharp. So we're going to go to D, back to C sharp, then C natural, and then back to C sharp. So it's going to sound like that. Slowly. So. And then we have a little grace note. And then finally, measure 35. Here we have grace note 3, and it's just F sharp, E, D sharp. So not too bad. So alright, so that was it for the tips. So here we have way more tips actually happening. It's a little more challenging, but it's a lyrical etude, so I think you'll do fine as long as you look over those little tips. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the whole piece so you can listen to it. You can follow along the score, it will be on the side for you to see, and then I hope it will help you play the piece a little better.